Stay-at-home moms, I made this video for you. If you're a stay-at-home mom and you want to make money from your home, well, I came up with some ideas for you. How about sharing your proven strategies, insights, tips, experience, and maybe even training as a stay-at-home mom that you can share with other stay-at-home moms? How about that? You can actually establish a blog. You can establish a YouTube channel. You can establish what's the other one, the VLOG or whatever, a podcast. You can do all of the above or any of the above for other stay-at-home moms and share invaluable information with them that they would love to have as a stay-at-home mom. Okay? So let's dive right into it. By the way, my name is Maria, and if you could do me a favor and subscribe and like me, I would really appreciate it. Share if you want to. All right, so I'm not going to keep you too long, but I did want to. I'm an idea person, and I'm actually a mom of 3 adult children who are living healthy and productive lives, and I have been blessed with 7 grandchildren. Can you believe that? 7 grandchildren? Wow. 20 years old. 20 is my oldest, all the way to almost 2 months. Okay, evenly. Well, I have two girls, two granddaughters, and 5 grandsons. Oh my gosh! But anyway, let's dive right into it in terms of how you can make money from the comfort of your home while staying at home with your little ones and sharing parenting tips with other stay-at-home moms. How about that? Okay. So let me give you a few ideas. This is not going to be a really long video, but I wanted to share some tips with you just to kind of get your creative juices flowing in terms of thinking about what you could share with other stay-at-home moms while you're at home with your little ones and being able to make some money. How about that? Okay? So how about a few suggestions here since I opened up the topic for you? All right, so how about I'm going to kind of look down at my notes if you don't mind. How about childcare and development? Childcare and development. If you have experience or any proven, you don't have to have a piece of paper like a PhD or a master's degree in child development. This is tried and true insights, experience uh, uh, that you have actually lived through, so to speak, as a stay-at-home mom, and you can share with other stay-at-home moms. So early child development, developmental milestones, age-appropriate activities, potty training, sleep routines, managing any sibling rivalry that may come about. So let me give you a cute little story. I have a little granddaughter. She is cute as a button. I mean, I'm not being prejudiced. She really is a cute little somebody, and she's just starting to potty train. And she's 2 years old, and well, she's a little over 2, and she'll be 3 in April. And she's really just starting to think, I'm tired of, wearing the little pull-ups and all of that. I want to see what everybody else is doing. I want to experience that. And there's a little potty chair in my bathroom. And so she has been going to the potty just the last week or two. And it's so cute because she wants everybody to know, I went to the potty. I look, Mommy, Daddy, Nana, that's me. I went to the potty. Okay, great. Come see. She wants everybody to see that she's actually gone to the potty, which is pretty exciting. So we all have to give her like high fives, for her pottying experience, which is, that's all a part of child development. I'm laughing about it, but this is child development. She's growing, she's learning. She came into the world as a preemie, 3 pounds, and now she told me the other day, she said, I'm not a baby anymore. I'm a big girl. And my name is, and she told me her name. I'm like, okay, so you're not a baby anymore. But anyway, let's get back to the parenting that you can share. Parenting tips, parenting insights. If you have come up with any tips, any strategies for sleep routines And I'm not really talking about what is it, sleep training? I'm not really big into sleep training where you let the baby cry and cry and cry and close the door and say, well, they'll eventually realize I'm not coming. Not quite that's not my style anyway. Different strokes for different folks, but maybe that's why my little people were what they call spoiled. But that's okay. They're not spoiled. I indulged them, but they have grown up to be very mature adults and very responsible. So I guess I didn't do too bad anyway. All right. And managing sibling rivalry. That's something you can talk about in your on your podcast, in your newsletter, on your YouTube channel. For back to my little almost 3 year old that I just mentioned, she has a brother he just turned 7. And so he'd been the king of the mountain, the little prince in the house for the longest. And so he really loves his little sister. They get along like peaches and cream, believe me. But every once in a while, like if we're talking to her or I'm talking with her, he'll kind of say, I did that too, or da 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 da. And I'm realizing, wait a minute, he's basically trying to get attention. He wants, he's still a little guy and he's cute as a little button too, but he wants to say, acknowledge me too. And believe me, he gets his share of acknowledgement. But that's when we realize, hey, come here, give me a little hug, come sit with Nana. We call it snuggling. Come snuggle with me. And he doesn't hesitate to do that. So we have to be very careful about how we share our affections and attention. And I'm sure as a stay-at-home mom, if you have other children, then maybe you have some proven strategies that you can share with other stay-at-home moms. And let's see, what about age-appropriate activities? Have you come up with any age? I'm sure you have if you're a stay-at-home mom that you can share with other stay-at-home moms. All right, so what about household? Moving on to another topic. The first topic was child care and development. So the other topic is household management. So household management, what does that mean, household management, that you can share? If you have some proven strategies, some tips, insights on household management. So household management would include like meal planning. What kind of meals do you make for little ones? So they're going to eat, you don't want to just, I'm pretty big into health food. I don't mean they got to eat snow peas if they don't like snow peas. We'll find another vegetable that they like to keep, make sure they get nutritious meals so they're not just sitting up eating JUNK, which I'm not a big proponent of. But anyway, if you have tips on meal planning for stay-at-home moms, on grocery shopping, tips on grocery shopping, they have, and I'm not an advocate for this, if you just couldn't get to the store at all. My daughter-in-law asked me one day, she said, have you heard of Instacart? This is when she had a little one, a really young baby. And I said, no, I hadn't heard of Instacart. She said, well, da 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 da, and I'm sure all of you have heard of Instacart by now. And you join, and then they will actually deliver it to your home, so you don't have to leave the house. Sometimes you may want to get out, but just in case, there's times when you can't get out, there are delivery services for actual groceries. So you may have other tips and strategies around grocery shopping. How about laundry routines? What about laundry routines? Have you come up with a strategy or some tips or some insights for laundry? Doing laundry routines relative to laundry. How about cleaning schedules around the house, home organizations, DIY, do-it-yourself projects? Any tips for stay-at-home moms for that? So I'm just giving you some ideas. You don't have to do all of them. You might just want to focus on one in particular, or maybe one every, or look at the different subtopics that I'm giving you and talk about one of the subtopics on your YouTube channel, on your podcast, or whatever else, or in your newsletter, online newsletter. And you may decide to just talk about one for each segment. I don't know, but don't think that the tips and strategies and insights that you have, don't think that other mothers who are stay at home may not be interested, because I guarantee you they're going to be interested. Believe me, I know. And so I'm trying to give you some tips and strategies and ways to make money while staying at home with those little ones. How about that? All right, the next topic, this is, you don't have to select this one, But if this is something that resonates with you, this is mental health and well being. You know, that's really important. Mental health and well being, that's another topic that you could possibly explore and share with other stay at home moms. Dealing with mom guilt. What is mom guilt? I'm staying at home. Other individuals I see going to work. How productive am I? Really just staying home with little ones? Am I, is this something that's meaningful? Y-E-S. Y-E-S. But even knowing that, there's times when you may think, you have this twinge. Is that the right word? Twinge? I don't know if it is or not. But you may have this little inkling of guilt, like maybe I should be out working. Maybe I should be, getting up in the morning and getting ready to get in traffic and get into the office or whatever else, and taking my children off to childcare. No, if there are moms, I'm not knocking moms who do that. Believe me, different strokes for different folks. But right now we're talking about being a stay-at-home mom. How about that? But dealing with mom guilt, that can come about like, I could be doing something else and I'm just staying here with the children, da 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 da. That is huge. Being with your children, going through various stages of development, if you can do that and not have to take them to a child care, I mean, that's, I did that for a while and I enjoyed being at home with my children when they were younger. Of course, when they progress, you want them to be able to develop social skills where they're able to get along with other children. What is it? Social skills. And that's the nice thing about them being able to go to a child care where they can meet other children. But as a stay-at-home mom, there are actually organizations, well, this is mainly for individuals who homeschool, where they can get together with other homeschool parents in the neighborhood or in the area, in the city, and the children can socialize with one another. So, that those are children who are not going to like to regular to schools, like public or even private schools, and they're being instructed at home. But with the little ones, when you're a stay-at-home mom, you can arrange to have play days with parents who have young children, around the same age as you. And there's also places, and I've seen a few of them pop up lately that are exclusively for young children. These are play areas, inside play areas where the children can come and play. So they're not just so you're not just sitting in the house with them all the time. Okay? So back to the topic of mental health and well-being. How about managing stress? Have you found tips and strategies or even various resources to manage stress as a stay-at-home mom? Because let's face it, you can and sometimes feel pretty stressed. Like back to my little one, I go over, I live pretty close to my daughter and son-in-law, which I have done purposely, and they enjoy it immensely. My son and daughter-in-law, because I'm right, my daughter actually and my son-in-law, she's actually my daughter, and this is my son-in-law, but I'm really, really close to them, and I'll go over and help out and do different things. I also have my own life as well. But my little baby girl, who said don't call her a baby, she has insomnia, let's put it that way. And she has the hardest time going to sleep in the evening. I mean, when it's time to go to bed. So she's tossing and turning, and she's got her blinky and her little stuffed animal, and you keep thinking, okay, she's asleep. Well, she's not asleep. And you can sit in there all night darn near, and she's still tossing and turning. But if you have come up with strategies to help you, and that can be, bottom line is what I wanted to kind of say, is that can be kind of stressful because, like I want to close out my evening. I don't want to just sit in here, when she's old enough to be in her own room. You're thinking, I'm tired, so that can bring about stress. But if you have come up with strategies on how to de-stress, how to just relax, then those are tips that other stay-at-home moms would be anxious to hear about. Okay? Self-care practices. So that's tied in with self-care practices. Having time for yourself. Being a stay-at-home mom doesn't mean you just sit in the house all day with your children with your pajamas on and your robe with your children. No, you want to have time for yourself. And so if you've come up with strategies and tips on what you can do as a stay-at-home mom for self-care, hey, write about it. Develop a YouTube channel about it. So the information, we're living in an age of information, and individuals is gobbling up information. I know I'm an information junkie. I just have to keep it real. I'm a, uh, um, acknowledged information junkie. I love information, and believe me, there's other stay-at-home moms who would love to have the information that you're sharing if you have some proven strategies. So back to the topic of mental health and well-being. Let's look for another subtopic here, and that is finding time for personal hobbies. Let's say if you have a particular hobby. That I'm a very creative person, and when I'm not creative, I kind of get oh, I need to do something creative, please. I need to do something creative. I'm a very creative person, and when I'm not able to be creative, I just feel like something's missing. I'm kind of like on edge a little bit because I'm so creative, and I love doing, participating in creative ventures. So if you have come up with some ideas about how to be able to continue to do or to participate or have some time for your personal hobbies, then share it. You can write about it and share it with other stay-at-home moms. How about that? Combating social isolation. That's huge as a stay-at-home mom. And that's kind of tied in with the guilt. I had mentioned something about feeling guilty as a stay-at-home mom. And so social isolation, so what does that mean? That means like I'm home with the children all day, and if you have a partner, husband, he's at work, or even if he works remote, he's not, he doesn't have time to be, right there with the children all the time. And so you can start feeling a sense of isolation. Like I need to get out. I'm a grown person. I'm a grown woman. I need to get out and have some time for myself. So the social isolation can start getting to you. So if you can write about that and share some tips to how to overcome the feeling of social isolation, hey, that would be huge. That would be huge. And other stay-at-home moms, I guarantee you, would want the tips and strategies that you can share. How about we're still on the topic of mental health and well-being. How about seeking support networks? So if you have resources that you have actually tapped into and you can share those with stay-at-home moms, that would be awesome. That would be pretty darn awesome. So I just wanted to talk for a moment in this video and encourage stay-at-home moms to think about ways they can make money and still stay at home based on their proven strategies, their experience, any training, any expertise, anything that you have come up with, that you feel like, hey, I want to share this with other stay-at-home moms because I think they could benefit from it. I know I could. So why not share it and make some money at the same time? Who knows? If you create a YouTube channel and it, as they say, blow up, hey, you just sit back and wait for the checks to come in, because you may have a channel that attracts so many stay-at-home moms, and you can also do a little bit of promotion too, as some of the stay-at-home websites or stay-at-home YouTube channels promoting your stay-at-home, whatever it might be, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a YouTube channel, whether it's a newsletter, because I think stay-at-home moms are kind of like kindred spirits, so I think they would be more than willing to want to increase their network, so to speak, of others with other stay-at-home moms. So I think that's pretty much it. If I didn't introduce myself, I got so excited about this topic. My name is Maria, and don't forget to subscribe and like. And I have other information for stay-at-home moms in terms of ideas, ways to make money as a stay-at-home mom from the comfort of your home. I actually was looking online, and I was researching, I can't remember what it was, and then I saw all these topics come up about how to be a stay-at-home mom and how to make money as a stay-at-home mom. And so I thought, wow, I got to share this with with stay-at-home moms and let them know that they could be making money as a stay-at-home mom, sharing their ideas, their experience, their strategies, and their insights with other stay-at-home moms. So I'm going to log off right now, and I just want to thank you for checking out my channel. And don't forget about all the wonderful ideas that I've given you. Hopefully they're wonderful, but I wanted to give you ideas to be for being a stay-at-home mom. Alrighty, so that's it for now, and I hope that this was beneficial to you. Alrighty, bye bye for now.